I'm Coach Sot, a personal trainer, and this is my quarantine story.
Being a coach in the time of COVID has been really challenging. For me, it was actually, I think, a little bit hard because I just came from my old gym actually closing down its doors. And as a freelance coach, I was just starting to pick up steam. And slowly, as I was trying to become stable again myself, COVID happened. And of course, being a coach in the time of COVID is a little bit challenging because, for one, yep, gyms are closed. So there's no personal training for a while. And at the same time, there's also no team trainings as well because we have to minimize the chances of everyone getting sick, being infected with COVID. Of course, at times, you also get to think that you might want to change your profession because work is a little bit harder nowadays. But for me, I get to realize that maybe this is just one test for me to get to practice what I actually preach. I always say every time when someone is faced with a very challenging workout or is having a hard time in trying to reach their goals, I'd always talk about the hurdle, like how that hurdle is put in front of you because life is just trying to test you and it's just trying to make sure that you actually deserve your goal. So that's how I see everything right now. That maybe this is an opportunity for me to prove myself. And I mean, I love what I'm doing. I like the responsibility of being able to help someone to be a better version of themselves, to be able to create that complete turnaround and make life better for them, because that's one thing that I also experienced growing up, being able to change my life for the better and being a better version of myself. And doing this job that I love, I think this is just one test for me to be able to prove myself to be worthy of the job title or the profession that I've chosen to do. In every journey, there will always be a challenge. As a coach, I get to understand that challenges are always a part of the journey. Whether it's a sport that you do want to learn how to play well, whether it's being able to lift heavier than you're used to, or trying to get back in shape. For me, this is just like another fitness journey, another journey that just has a challenge that I have to conquer. And when it comes to being better, I always remind everyone that there is no one single path for you to become better. All you need to do is to work with those attempts, be able to do something to get yourself better. With this challenge, I just had to pick myself up because if I do love my job, if I like being able to become a part of someone else's fitness journey, you also have to face similar challenges. And for me, being a coach in the time of COVID is a great way to get to prove myself that when it comes to being better, you don't really need anything fancy. All you need to do is to have that mindset within yourself and just decide for yourself that I'm going to turn around and make things better. Being a coach in quarantine has taught me more about adaptation, being able to become a better version of yourself despite presented with different situations, just like how we are right now in quarantine. I always tell my students and my clients that challenges are put right in front of you by life. And I see it as life's way of testing us if we truly deserve the goals that we want for ourselves. And like how I always say, if you think it's for you, if it's something that you would like to reach, this is an opportunity that is yours for the taking. You have to do anything and everything it takes for you to be able to reach that goal.
Over the course of the quarantine period, I started working on my YouTube channel, and started creating videos with the intention of helping people live healthier lifestyles while having fun. In a way, get to help people realize that despite all of the uncertainty, we still have control on what the future holds for each one of us. I do believe that there's a lot of life lessons that you could learn even from the simplest things like preparing food. Grilling chicken, for example, might be something that's seen as simple. Just basically put everything in a pan and wait for it to be cooked to perfection. But a lot of people also tend to forget that there's also a ton of work that comes in preparing a good marinade, something that makes the chicken better. And just like life, there are things that we do have to experience despite how hard the process could get. And that also includes the things that we have to do once we get to reach our goals. Life surely gets tough at times, but we all know it's a life worth living.